Hey guys, in this video we will talk about Sun Mahadasha. We are starting a series of Dashas, Mahadasha, and the first Dasha we are going to talk about is Sun. So Sun, you guys know, is perceived to be a positive and powerful planet which is believed to bring potency and brilliance in the native's life. It's a strong planet, we all know that, right? So every day like right now, summer season going on, so we all knows how strong and from the perspective of sun, like what it brings to Earth, right? Altogether, sun is believed to be a celestial body which brings luminous to the world and is perceived to bring goodness in lives. But at the same time, it is the expression of heat and aggression. It's also called as king, right? The natives of this Mahadasha are perceived to attain a good and strong place in social circles, and they are also supposed to receive a good name with the government. I mean, benefits from government as well. But that all depends on where sun is placed and if it is in its own Rashi exalted, right? So, if at the time of the birth, sun in your horoscope is in its own Rashi, in exalted, which is going to be in Aries, it's in a Kendra, it's in a Labsthan, is associated with the Lord of Dharma or the Lord of Karma, and it is strong in its Varga, then during the Dasha of Sun, you can expect acquisition of wealth, honors from the government, right? Now, second scenario, if Sun is with the Lord of Putra, okay, then the native is going to be blessed with the Sun. That's something I have usually seen. Next, if Sun is associated with the Lord of Dhana, then the native will acquire vehicles and all the other kinds of wealth. Like you talk about stocks, you talk about cryptocurrencies now. So all these kinds of wealth, this person will acquire it. Now, if Sun is associated with the Lord of Bandhu, this native then will acquire or will enjoy the comforts of conveyances. He will attain a high position like that of an army chief by the government support and the beneficiaries of the government, like it can be a mayor, collector, or whoever you, whatever you call it as, they will enjoy all kinds of happiness. Thus, we can infer during the dasha of a strong sun, there can be acquisition of wealth. I mean, like you will acquire wealth, you will purchase land, you will invest in agricultural stuff, you will get like a lot of honors from the government or in the society, and you will have lot of conveyances. Now let's talk about the other case, right? This is a good case scenario, which is all wow, all great scenario, right? But there is the other scenario as well. You guessed it, right? So if sun is in the Rashi of debilitation, and what is that? It's Libra or Tula, or it's weak in Ari, Randra or Vyay. All of this we are going to discuss. I think I have discussed some in my previous videos and we'll discuss more in the other videos as well. Or if it is associated with malefic planets, right? You know the malefic planets, Rahu, Mars, Sun, Saturn, right? So during this dasha of sun, there will be anxiety, loss of wealth, punishment from government, defamation, oppositions, distress to father, inauspicious happenings at home, distress to paternal and maternal uncles, anxiety and inimical relations with other people for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, a reason we don't have to know. There will be some kind of dispute with the other person, be it in the office, be it in your social circle, This is going to happen if Sun is in a malefic position, or if Sun is with the malefic planet, is aspected by some malefic planet, if it is in the Grahan Yoga. Again, will that necessarily happen? I mean, like, it all depends on the degrees, the nakshatras, and the other conditions as well. But in general, like, if all of these conditions are met, some of this will definitely happen. Now let's talk about benefic or malefic aspect upon Sun. Now, in the situations when if the Sun is receiving some benefic drishti, right, benefic aspect, then again all the good effects that we mentioned will happen, right? Or if it is receiving negative drishti or the negative malefic aspect, then some of the negative things that we mentioned will happen. If Sun is in some other houses in the sense neutral or friends houses, medium effects will be realized. Now we talked about extreme. Now there is somewhere in between, right? So where it is not too bad, not too good, medium effects will be seen. If Sun is the lord of Dhana or Yuvati, then in some cases there will be premature death or death-like sufferings. Some of the remedial measures that can be taken is Mahamrityunjay Japa or the worship of Sun. Like every Sunday I have seen like Surya Mantra, 108 Surya Mantras and something. So those are some of the remedies that I have seen. Also, you can do donations of wheat. So that, right? Now we will go in the Mahadasha of Sun and Antardasha of Moon. So if Moon is in Kendra or in Trikona, then functions like marriage, gain of wealth and property, acquisition of house, of land, and other conveyances are something that you can expect. If Moon is in exaltation or in its own Rashi, that is, Moon is in Taurus or Cancer, then there are going to be marriages of the native, definitely. Like if it is in that age, then that is going to be marriage of the native, birth of kids, favor from government executives, all the benefits in favor, and fulfillment of this person's ambitions. Now, these were all the good things, right? Now, let's see if Moon is in malefic position. Moon is not that favorable, right? So, if Moon is waning or if it is associated with malefics, excuse me, then some of the results can be distress to wife and kids, failure in the new ventures or business, dispute with others, loss of servants, disputes with the manager, boss, or with the government people, and destruction of wealth in all the ancestral any kind of property that you have. That can be some of the effects that can be seen. Now, if Moon is in Ari, Randhara, or Vyaya, then you can expect something like danger from water, mental agony. Definitely, Moon is you will say like it has a control over your mind, right? So you can expect mental agony. There are also chances of imprisonment, danger from diseases, loss of position. It can be layoffs, even getting fired, journey to difficult places due to bad food indigestion, chances of robbery in the house, displeasure of your manager, executives, or any of the government people, urinary troubles, pain in the body. Now, if Moon is 6th, 8th, or 12th from the Lord of the Dasha, which in this case is Sun, or if Moon is weak, right? Then in this case, again, you can have some digestion related issues. You'll be kicked out of the place. Basically, if you're on some visa and if you happen to have this dasha, then chances are of layoffs and the visa getting over, no more renewals. Now, if moon is the lord of Marak Bhava, okay, that can be premature death. Now, for moon, the remedial measures can be like historically they have said, like giving a charity of a white cow or a female buffalo. But in nowadays, you can always do like Shiva Aradhana, Mahamrutyunjay mantra, which is always going to be helpful. So this is going to be the effects of sun in moon, I mean like sun Mahadasha and moon Antardasha. Next, we will talk about sun and Mars Antardasha. We will talk about Mars Antardasha in sun. If Mars is in exalted Rashi, which is going to be Capricorn, or Mars is in its own Rashi, which is going to be Aries or Scorpio, or is in Kendra or in Trikona, then you can see auspicious effects like acquisition of land, gain of wealth, acquisition of a house. Now, if Mars is in Yuti with the Lagna Lord, then you can expect all-round gains. You can expect a bigger commander-in-chief kind of a position in whatever profession you do. Your enemies will be annihilated, they will be destroyed, and get peace of mind, and get all the luxuries and comfort. And there is a case like where you can have some moat issues, I mean like more kids, son, grandson, daughter, or whatever, right? Now, if Mars is 8th or 12th from the Lord of the Dasha, which in this case is Sun, then people might be brutal towards you. You might have some mental disorder as well. You might have to consult some psychiatrist. Chances of imprisonment, dispute with brothers, failure in any new ventures. Or if Mars is again without dignity and strength, then again all the things that I mentioned just above will be true. If Mars is in its debilitation Rashi or weak, Mars is debilitated, you guys know, right, in Cancer, then there are chances that the wealth will be destroyed by displeasure of government. Like as an example, some raid happens, right? All the wealth that you have possessed, even if you are on the right side, government will take it. If Mars is Lord of Dhan or Yuvati Bhava, then disease of the mind or body will result. So what are the remedy measures for that? Again, like Mars mantra you can do every Tuesday, Hanuman Chalisa, recitation of Vedas are some of the things that are prescribed. Next, we will talk about Sun with Rahu. So Sun with Rahu, in this case, if Rahu is in Kendra or Trikona from Lagna, in the Antardasha of Rahu, in the Dasha of Sun, in the first 2 months, there will be loss of wealth. You might have danger from thieves as well. If you live in Phoenix or in some other areas, like wherein there are snakes, reptiles, there are danger from that as well. Chances of accident, be it at home or even through vehicles, and distress to wife and kids. If Rahu is in Yuti with the benefics, or if Rahu is in the Navmasha of a benefic, after 2 months, all the inauspicious effects will disappear, and this person or native can enjoy comforts good health, satisfaction, and again favor from the government. Rahu, you guys know, right? So traditionally from the eclipse also, when some of the Hindu mythologies, it's said like Rahu, because of Rahu there is an eclipse, right, on sun and moon, both of them. So it's never good. I mean, like, you cannot expect great things during this period, but depends on where the planet is placed. There will be some times like when it was not going to be that good, and rest of the times it will be good. Coming back to the point, if Rahu is Upachaya from Lagna, 3rd, 6th, 10th or 11th, or associated with the Yoga Karaka, or placed auspiciously from the Lord of the Dasha, which in this case is Sun, then you can have recognition from the government people. You can have good fortune again, name, fame. There might be some distress to wife and kids. You can expect a birth of a son and happiness in the family. Next, if Rahu is weak or is in 8th or 12th from Lord of the Dasha, which is Sun, in this case, the results will be bad, which means imprisonment, loss of position, again just like layoffs and stuff, danger from thieves and especially from snakes, infliction of wounds. Again, you can have some accidents, or simply like if you're doing some gymnasium or athletics, there can be some wounds that you can get. Ironically, during this time there will be happiness to wife and kids. And you have to be careful with some of the skin diseases. Next, if Rahu is in Dhana or Yuvati, or Rahu is associated with Lord of either of these bhavas, then you can expect some adverse effects like premature death and danger from snakes. Excuse me. Some of the remedial measures are worship of goddess Durga and japa. So that's about Sun with Rahu. Next we'll talk about Sun and Guru Antardasha. Sun with Jupiter. So Jupiter is in the Kendra or Trikona to Lagna as in his exalted sign, or in his own sign, or in his own Varga. Then this person can expect marriage during this period. He will also have favors by the government. Again, gain of wealth. If married, birth of a son. Fulfillment of all the ambitions and gain of clothes. These are some of the effects that you can expect during Antardasha of Jupiter, right? Now, if Jupiter is the lord of dharma or karma, then you can expect this person to become a mayor of that city, or collector, or maybe governor as well. He will have all the comforts, he or she, and gain of a position, as in the case double or triple promotion. Example, California Governor Jerry Brown was re-elected to this high position third time in 2010. That time he was having Sun and Jupiter, where Jupiter had the ownership of a dharma, which is the main Rashi via Parivartan Yoga. We'll make a series on that. So that's the kind of a thing. What I'm trying to say is that's the kind of stuff that you can expect. Now, if Jupiter is well placed in accordance with Sun, in position with Sun, then you can expect better fortune. Luck in any case, be it like your stock market trader, or if you're planning to start a new business, you will have better luck. You'll also do some charities. You'll be involved in some of the religious works. You'll tend to be more spiritual. Even if you're not spiritual, you will become spiritual. And you will see fulfillment of your ambitions. Now, let's talk about the bad effects. If Jupiter is 6th, 8th from Sun or is associated with malefics in whatever format, then you can expect distress to wife and kids, pain in the body, displeasure of your boss or government executives. Your goals will not be achieved. You have to put in extra efforts, and loss of wealth due to bad deeds, maybe, because if Jupiter is affected, chances are this person will not be on the right track. He will be deflected and tend to do some more of a bad deeds. Remedial measures like I've seen multiple people do Brihaspativar Vrat Katha or worship your Guru, and you can worship Sai Baba or any Guru that you belong. I mean, like you worship, you can worship the Guru. That will act as a remedy for sure. Yeah, that will act as a remedy. So next we will discuss Sun and Saturn Antardasha. So during Sunny or Saturn Antardasha, if Saturn is in Kendra or Trikona from Lagna, then you can expect destruction of your enemies, full enjoyment you will get, and gain from the stock market, from the commodities. Auspicious functions like marriage at home will happen. So these are going to be some of the auspicious effects that you can expect. If Saturn is exalted or in its own sign, again you can expect all the physical well-being. You can buy more properties, recognition by the government. If Saturn is in UT with the friendly planet, then again you can expect achievement or recognition in your profession, gain of wealth from many sources. If Saturn is 8th or 12th from Sun or associated with malefics, you can expect pain, fever, dysentery-like diseases, prison or jail time, loss in ventures, loss of wealth, quarrels, disputes with your colleagues. These are some of the things that you can expect, right? If Saturn is debilitated, then there can be the loss of friends. You might have some okay effect during the middle part and distress towards the end of that. You can be separated from your parents if you live with them, and bunch of time you will have to look for your own living actually. Now, if Saturn is the lord of Dhana or Yuvati, then there is chances of premature death. Remedies can be just like Mahamrityunjay mantra. That's a perfect thing. Next, we'll discuss about Sun and Mercury.